Hi everyone, how's it going? My name is Rad and welcome to another episode of RadConsoleGaming. When it comes to RPGs, the Xbox 360 is a very underrated console with many quality games. With that in mind, I decided to do a top 10 RPGs in the Xbox 360. Just remember this is just my opinion, and there is no official list in the matter. With that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Number 10. Infinite Undiscovery. Infinite Undiscovery is a very overlooked action RPG developed by Square Enix. It is a hack and slash game in which your positioning is key in order to beat your enemies, while the AI controls your party members. The story is about a young man that is dragged into a war because he looks extremely similar to the leader of the rebellion. Very underrated game in my opinion, which was affected by the negative critics it received. If you don't expect a masterpiece, you will have a really good time with this game. Number 9. Fable 2. Fable 2 starts when you're just a child, and when tragedy happens, you get the freedom to explore a magical world in which every decision counts. Your path is one of vengeance in this action RPG, but you get to choose how you do it. Do you want to be good or bad? Pure or corrupt? It is up to you, and this is what appeals me the most about this franchise. Number 8. Final Fantasy XIII. Many people consider Final Fantasy XIII the black sheep of the Final Fantasy series, but I have to say that some of the hate this game gets is a bit unfair. Sure, the game is very linear, but it kind of makes sense since the characters are on the run plot-wise. The battle system is turn-based and it is a good one, especially once you get multiple party members. Most of the characters are really interesting, and the graphics of this game were outstanding when it released. Just give Final Fantasy XIII a shot and give yourself a chance to have your own opinion on the game. Number 7. Skyrim. Not much to say here since Skyrim is one of the most influential games ever created. I remember when this game released back in 2011, it seemed that all gamers from casual to hardcore were playing this open world first person RPG. The amount of content and replay value that this game has is insane, with the prospect of having you busy for hundreds or even thousands of hours. There's a reason why they still keep re-releasing Skyrim for every new generation and people keep buying it. Number 6. Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon is another exclusive for the Xbox 360 whose story was written by no other than Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of the Final Fantasy series. Also, the art was in charge by Akira Toriyama, who is very well known for his work in the Dragon Quest series and in the Dragon Ball anime. This is a very solid turn-based RPG in which the characters use giant shadows in order to attack in turns and do damage to the enemies. The story is very light and easy to follow, which makes Blue Dragon a decent game for beginners into the RPG genre. But don't let that fool you, because this game gets quite hard towards the end. Number 5. Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a brilliant game, plain and simple. The world in Dark Souls is so interconnected and well designed that you can't help but to get lost in it. If it is your first time playing the game, you're going to die a lot, but the challenge is part of the experience of the fantastic franchise. As you progress in Dark Souls, it teaches you, and depending on how well you learn the game, it either rewards you or punishes you. The lore in this game is epic as well, and the DLC extra content is fascinating. It is a game that, in my opinion, everybody should experience. Number 4. Nier. A lot of people have played the critically acclaimed Nier Automata, but not many people have played the original Nier, which in my opinion is as good as Automata. This action RPG has an exceptional story, the characters are well written, and the soundtrack of this game is one of the best on the system. The dungeons give you a good combination of exploring and solving puzzles, and they are very original, which means you'll never be bored. A few hours into the game, you get one or even two party members, which makes the combat even more fun. Without a doubt, Nier is one of the best action RPGs on the Xbox 360. Number 3. Tales of Vesperia. One of the most beloved Tales games, Tales of Vesperia is an action RPG with virtually no flaws. With a good story, great characters, great battle mechanics, and a very balanced difficulty, this is an RPG for both beginners and veterans of the genre. Not only that, but Tales of Vesperia has, in my opinion, one of the best protagonists of any video game in Yuri Lowell. The battle system is very enjoyable, with many different combos available, and you can control any of the characters in your party, adding more diversity and replay value to the game. Even if the story is good, it's the characters' interaction and dialogues what steals the show here. Number 2. Eternal Sonata. This amazing game has one of the most original battle systems I've ever seen. It is a kind of a combination between turn-based, strategy, and action, in which a feature called Tactical Time allows you to decide your next action until this number reaches 0. Assigning attacks to different buttons on your controller allows you to unleash many different combos. The story in this game is great as it has two perspectives. A group of characters are part of a conflict in their fantasy land, but at the same time Frédéric Chopin, the composer, is completely sure that everything that is happening is part of his dreams. If you're looking for a great medieval fantasy RPG, do yourself a favor and give Eternal Sonata a chance. Number 1. Lost Odyssey. Another game made by Sakaguchi after leaving Square, this masterpiece still remains an exclusive for the Xbox 360, surprisingly. It has a classic turn-based battle system with the opportunity to cause more damage if you press the button at the right time after selecting your actions. Its story is very mature in its themes and it focuses on Kaim, an immortal who has lost all the memories of his family and everything that's happened to him in the last 1,000 years. Reclaiming those memories and watching Kaim's dreams is an important part to really understand this deep, complex, and rewarding story. The skill learning and progression is clearly inspired by Final Fantasy IX, another Sakaguchi game. If you have a chance to play this masterpiece, do not wait any longer. And there you have it, my top 10 favorite RPGs on the Xbox 360. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Let me know in the comment section below what are some of your favorite RPGs on the Xbox 360. That is all for today, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!